Hello, my name is Matthew Pfeiffer with MattPfeifferCoaching.com. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. On this channel, I talk about all things narcissism. I answer the questions of viewers who have questions. They send emails to me and I answer those questions for them. And if you have a question that you want me to answer on this channel, feel free to send it into my email. Just ask Matt at MattPfeifferCoaching.com. And I would love to answer it right here. Just make sure that the question that you ask is 2 to 3 paragraphs max, being very direct and very to the point. If you send me a novel, if you send me something that's very lengthy, there's a good chance that I won't answer it because I have too many emails to answer. I have paid coaching clients that I deal with. I get a lot of DMs on my TikTok and other accounts and Instagram and Facebook. And to be fair, we have to keep it short and concise to be able to get through everyone and for me to be able to answer other people's emails as well. But if you need my assistance one-on-one, the fastest way to get in touch with me is to book a paid coaching session by going to MattPfeifferCoaching.com and booking a paid coaching session with me. And I would love to help you out one-on-one. I have several programs that I offer, and we can go from there. And make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell notification so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. I post a new video 5 days a week, so Monday through Friday, with the exception of every once in a while I do need a break, obviously. And so with that being said, let me get into this email. This email goes, my ex of 5 years is a narcissist. We were only together for 3 months, and then I found out that I was pregnant. Then 3 months after our daughter was born, I left. It's very common for people to move very quickly when they meet a narcissist. One of the biggest red flags that you may have encountered a narcissist is that in the beginning stages of the relationship that you move very quickly to get pregnant within 3 months of meeting someone. Obviously, accidents happen, right? But typically these type of accidents happen when you feel very comfortable with someone, when you really should not feel that comfortable with them because it is so early in the relationship. So this email continues, every step of the way has been a battle. I was finally granted full custody last month and child support. My issue is even after 5 years and knowing now he can't use my child against me, which he does, which all narcissists do. How do I heal from that fear? Anytime we have to discuss something like pickup time or whatever, I get extreme anxiety because I know it's going to be a fight. You're 100% correct, because narcissists don't see children the same way that healthy people do. They see them as a means and as a weapon and as a tool. So each time that he reaches out to you, he's going to try to elicit an emotional response. And that's how it is with narcissists. They want to weaponize the children and use them, whether it be to contact. They use them for access. They want to control and dictate your life. And they want to abuse you even after the relationship is over. So the email continues, I still feel so trapped by fear and pain and PTSD. When we're talking about emotional, it's CPTSD. That is ruining my current relationship. And this can happen where when someone else is controlling the relationship remotely, it can have an impact on your current relationship if you're not careful, if you don't set proper boundaries, if you don't enforce proper boundaries. It can have a lasting effect. And this type of thing is exactly what the narcissist wants, is they want to, even after you've left, they want to ruin the rest of your life. It's called post-discard abuse. They want you ruined. They want your relationships ruined. They want to have an impact. They want to see your demise. I can't help to feel like he is going to hit me type of feeling. every time we interact. He won't touch me, it's just his words, please help. The reason why you still feel like he is going to hit you is because you've been conditioned. So there's certain words, there's certain phrases, there's certain tones that he uses that makes you feel, that puts you back, and that goes back to the PTSD and the CPTSD that you're talking about. It puts you right back in the feeling, the thought, and the emotion that you felt when he did hit you. And so here's what you, and the problem is that you have to remain in contact. This is the reason why we talk about no contact and low contact, is because you need that space to be able to heal from these type of traumatic events, right? A lot of times when I say no contact or low contact, people think that it is in some sort of revenge for the narcissist, and it's not. Has little to nothing to do with them. It actually has everything to do with the abuse survivor. You need that time away, you need that space to be able to heal the wounds that the narcissist created. So the problem here is that you still need to remain in contact because of your child, but what we do in this type of situation is you need to delay your responses. Sounds like because narcissists and people who are abusive create a sense of urgency, which creates that fight or flight response, right? It sends cortisol, it sends adrenaline all throughout your body, right? And you feel like you're right back into the thick of things. It's gonna be like that for a little bit, but we can get it right. So you need to delay your response, right? You do not respond when you're feeling that way. Just because he sends you a message doesn't mean that you need to respond right away. He will make you feel that way, but it's not true. So what happens is that, and these things will get worse before they get better. I do want to tell you that when he sends you that message, your fight or flight response goes through the roof. You put the phone down, you delay the response. Even if it takes you a full day to respond later, right? You now go through a mindfulness process. I don't have enough time to go through a video to talk about mindfulness. I'll talk about it in another video. But you start to breathe. You know, I talk to a lot of people about box breathing. The count of 4 inhale. You hold it for a count of 4. You exhale for a count of 4, you stay exhaled for a count of 4, and you keep doing that cycle until your anxiety has left, right? Then you can give an appropriate response. What will happen over time, keyword over time, is that when you start to get these messages, you are empowering yourself to realize that you don't have to respond to him right here, right now. Your emotional center will go back. You'll always have some level of anxiety when you get messages from him because he is an unsafe person, but it won't be this paralyzing type of anxiety, right? So be consistent with this. Even when he is vicious with these messages, even when these messages get extreme, repetitive, and he's sending these paragraphs calling you bitches and this and that, and being very vicious with his words, very abusive with his words, you don't engage with people who are being abusive in messages, right? And courts will back you on that. You delay your response. Even if it takes you a couple hours, even if you respond the next day, you wait until that anxiety is gone. Then you send an appropriate response, keeping it just about the child, just about the pickup, as short and concise as possible. And that's it. You do this consistently no matter what his response is. If he talks to you about anything outside of your child, you do not respond to it whatsoever. If he's asking you about your current relationship, you don't talk to him. Doesn't deserve a response. You're talking to him about business only, and the only business that he has with you is your child. So thanks for tuning in. If you have other questions, if anyone else has questions, send them in to justaskmatt@mattpfeiffercoaching.com. Once again, if you want to book a paid coaching session, go to mattpfeiffercoaching.com and you can book a paid coaching session with me. And until then, I will talk to you later.